Hello, good evening, and welcome to Onondaga Community College. As the 7 and 23 Newark Pilots are on the road in Syracuse to take on the 12 and 14 Onondaga Flames, who have dropped 8 in a row. The Pilots were off last night after getting swept in a 2-game home-and-home set with the Geneva Red Wings, the most recent an extra inning loss at McDonough Park. The Pilots are 2 and 3 in the month of July. However, the 2 wins have been against these Flames. The first on the first day of July at Colburn Park, when Will Frank took a no-hitter into the 9th, and then the Pilots walked off on a Will Alaka sacrifice fly. The second here in Syracuse, after a rough first inning allowing 3 runs from Chris Vitale, he settled down and pitched 5 scoreless innings, giving up just 2 doubles to allow his team to come back from a 3-1 deficit and win 5-3. Zach Mann and Kyle Griffin combined to throw 3 scoreless innings out of the pen to save Vitale's win. The Pilots will turn to their Taiwanese-born right-hander Peng Phi Wang from Van Young University and New Taipei City for this game. He's 0-2 with a 4.70 ERA. He'll be opposed by Justin Bayer for Onondaga, a freshman right-hander from Niagara County Community College, who's 1-1 with a 3.60 ERA. In 20 previous innings, he's allowed 19 hits, 16 runs, only 8 of those earned, 11 walks, and has struck out 12 hitters. The Pilots saw him on Saturday. He went 5 1/3, allowed 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, walked 2, and struck out 6. Thanks to a late rally by his offense in the 9th, he picked up a no decision. The lineup for the Pilots that will face Bayer looks like this. Batting first and playing center field, DeMarcus Guillory. Batting second, playing short, Graham Hackbarth. Batting third and playing third, the switch-hitting Hunter Wells. Batting fourth and playing first, Peter Battaglia. Batting fifth and playing right, Over Torres. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Jonathan Parker. Batting seventh, playing left, Josh Loeffler. Batting eighth, behind the plate, Po Chuan Pong. Batting ninth, playing second base, it's Zach Santoro. The defense behind Justin Bayer for Onondaga goes like this. Left to right in the outfield, Kyle Gallagher, Colin Bavard, and Sam Little. Left to right in the infield, Tyler Rourke, Wyatt Myers, Alex Canty, and Trey Bauer. And catching Justin Bayer will be Camilo Spinoso. Beautiful 82 degrees here at Onondaga Community College in Syracuse, New York. You're listening to Frank LaSala on the Newark Pilots radio network. Now, as Justin Bayer just about finishes up his warm-up tosses, let's play some baseball. Pilots come into tonight 3-5 against Onondaga, but have won the last 2 against the Flames after dropping 5 of the first 6. Third base coach for Newark will be Franklin Bush, and their first base coach is their pitching coach, Bennett Schultz. Bayer finishes up his warm-up tosses. The infield will throw it around, and the left-handed hitting center fielder, DeMarcus Guillory, will come and step into the box. The center fielder started in left in the extra inning loss to Onondaga, or to Geneva, on Wednesday. He went 0 for 5 before being lifted for a pinch hitter in the top of the 9th. The first pitch tonight from Bayer swung on and fouled back for strike 1. First pitch, 7:03 Eastern time. Bayer will work from the windup, and he'll pitch to Guillory. 1 strike pitch misses outside, counts 1-1. DeMarcus back in center field after playing his last few games in left with Mark McKenna playing center. McKenna has the night off tonight. Guillory swings through an off-speed pitch on a 1-1 count. Counts now 1 ball and 2 strikes. To the Pilots center fielder, DeMarcus Guillory. The 1-2. Taken high. The counts all evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes apiece. Guillory will be followed by Graham Hackbarth and Hunter Wells to start this inning. If anyone gets on, it's Peter Battaglia. The 2-2. Taken outside, and it's a leadoff count to the leadoff hitter in this game, DeMarcus Guillory, wearing number 12.
You want a water bottle?
He'll wait from the pitch from the windup, and now he will step out. ahead of the payoff pitch from Bayer. Here it is. Hacked foul. I'm going to do it again. So DeMarcus Guillory, a lengthy at-bat here to start this one against Justin Bayer. Guillory started in center in the game on Saturday and went 1 for 4 in that game, which Bayer started. Payoff pitches popped up. Wyatt Myers back, Kyle Gallagher in. The shortstop will find it, glove it, to make the play for the first out of this game. So DeMarcus Guillory retired after a lengthy at-bat to start. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Graham Hackworth. Started at third in the extra inning loss on Wednesday and went 5 for 6. 5 hits in his first 5 at-bats the night after going 0 for 6 at the plate. So he's 5 for his last 12 and 5 for his last 6, and he takes the first pitch that gets the outside corner for strike 1. Was not in the lineup the last time the Pilots faced Bayer, and he fouls this ball off the glove of Camilo Espinosa behind the plate. Counts quickly 0-2. So there's no balls and 2 strikes to the Pilots' shortstop tonight, Graham Hackworth. The 0-2. Off speed, poked foul over the Onondaga Flames dugout. And he'll see another pitch. Jorge Leon and Michael O'Connor had both been alternating at shortstop. Both will get the night off tonight with Hackworth there. The 0-2. Take in letter high. Counts 1 ball and 2 strikes to Graham Hackworth. Here in the top of the first inning at Onondaga Community College. The 1-2, driven deep to left, but this ball is going to land foul just shy of the wall. So a little early on the off-speed pitch for Graham Hackworth and allowed foul number 2. So a lengthy at-bat from Graham after a lengthy one from DeMarcus, forcing Bayer to throw a lot of pitches. The 1-2. Checks his swing. He went around for strike 3. So the first 2 batters retired in this inning. And that'll bring up the switch hitting Hunter Wells. Went 3 for 4 in the loss the other night. Went 1 for 3 against Justin Bayer on Saturday. The switch hitting will bat left against the righty Bayer. Comes into tonight 15 for 32 with a .469 on base percent, or a batting average, in his previous 9 games. Takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Also has a .526 on base percentage. Very good with the bat. The 1-0. Taken low. Ball 2. So there's 2 balls. There's no strikes. To Hunter Wells, wearing number 2. He'll play third tonight. The 2-0. Swung on and missed at an inside off speed. And the count's 2 balls and a strike. To Hunter Wells with 2 outs. The first 2 batters retired by Justin Bayer. The 2-1. Missed into the right-handed batter's box. And it's a 3-ball, 1 strike count to Wells. The 3-1. Line the other way to left. It's going to be a base hit for Hunter Wells. He leads off with a single. And the Pilots have a 2-out base runner. The first hit of the game belongs to Newark. And the batter will be Peter Battaglia. 24 for 87 in 25 previous games. Batting .276 with a .411 on base percentage. Went 1 for 5 in the loss on Wednesday, but the 1 was a game-tying RBI double. Breaking ball that broke a little too much into the left-handed batter's box for ball 1 to Battaglia. Did not appear in the game when Bayer pitched at Colburn Park on Saturday. That was July 1st. Here on July 7th, Hunter Wells goes. Pitch in the dirt, backhanded by Espinosa. Throw down, not in time. It's a stolen base for Hunter Wells. And the Pilots have a 2-out man in scoring position for their big RBI guy, Battaglia. The stolen base was Hunter Wells' 5th. He has not been caught. Battaglia, his 13th RBI, could lead to the Pilots' first run if he can find some green in the outfield. Took strike 1. Counts now 2-1 from Justin Bayer, now working from the stretch. Wearing number 35, looks back at Hunter Wells, now fires the 2-1 into the left-handed batter's box. And the count's 3 balls and 1 strike. The same count, which Hunter Wells hit his 2-out single. He stands on second after a stolen base. It's a hitter's count, a 3-1 count to Battaglia. The first baseman waits. Bayer from the stretch looks back, now fires. Outside, ball 4. So after back-to-back outs to start this game, a single and a walk. The Pilots have back-to-back base runners for Over Torres, who sits 3rd on the team with 11 RBIs. He has one of the 4 Pilots home runs and a base hit with 2 outs, likely gives the Pilots the lead. The right-handed hitting right fielder waits. The first pitch taken down the middle for strike 1. Torres went 0 for 2 against Bayer, was hit by a pitch and scored a run back on Saturday. Did not start in the loss on Wednesday. The 1-strike pitch from Bayer. Way outside. Good plate discipline by Torres. Counts 1-1. Torres, not the most disciplined hitter in the Pilots lineup, struck out a team-high 20 times and has only walked 4. So strikes out 5 times every 1 walk. And now he takes a fastball at the knees from Justin Bayer. Counts 1-2. So there's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 runners on, and 2 outs here in the opening frame at Onondaga Community College against the Onondaga Flames. Justin Bayer comes into his stretch. Now fires. Swung on and missed strike 3. Over Torres down swinging. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 Pilots left on base. We played a half an inning. Newark nothing. And the Onondaga Flames coming to bat. Newark will send their 5'9", 176-pound Taiwanese-born right-hander Peng Fi Wong to face this Onondaga lineup. In his last time out against Elmira last Friday night, it did not go so well for Wong. Pitched just 4 innings, gave up 12 hits, and allowed 8 earned runs. The 8 earned runs, he had given up just 8 in his previous 24 2/3, gave up 8 in 4 innings against Elmira, and the 11-3 loss. That was on the last day of June. It's now July. The 28 2/3 previous innings pitched for Wong. 33 hits, 20 runs, 15 earned. He's walked 6, and he struck out 23. He's appearing in his 7th game and starting his 5th for the Pilots. First pitch to Colin Bavard, misses high, and the count's 1-0. The 1-0 from Peng Fei Wong from his windup to Bavard, grounded to Hackbarth, takes out a hop, fires to Battaglia for the first out. So you know Graham Hackbarth at short. Rest of the defense behind Wong. Left to right in the outfield, Josh Loeffler, DeMarcus Guillory, Over Torres. Left to right in the infield, Hunter Wells, Hackbarth, Zach Santoro, and Peter Battaglia. And catching Wong, his Taiwanese countryman, Po Chuan Pan. Sam Little, the hitter, the left-handed swinging right fielder from Ithaca, takes a breaking ball from Wong for ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 now to Little. Fastball popped up. Guillory over to his right. Finds it, gloves it, and makes the play for the second out of this bottom of the first. So 4 pitches, 2 outs for Peng Fei Wong. Wong started here on the 25th of June. Went 7 innings, allowed 8 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Left with the Pilots trailing 3-4. Then his bullpen gave up 5 earned runs in the bottom of the 8th to really put the game out of hand. So starting his second game here at Onondaga Community College, fires in a first pitch breaking ball, belt high to Kyle Gallagher, who takes for strike 1. Kyle Gallagher, the right-handed swinging left fielder from Cornell, waits. It's a 1-strike pitch from Peng Fei Wong. Breaking ball again. This one misses. Counts 1-1. It was Colin Bavard, Sam Little. Now Gallagher batting third. Gage Lanning, the designated hitter, batting fourth. Trey Bauer, the first baseman, fifth. Camilo Spinoso behind the plate, batting sixth. As this breaking ball gets the outside corner, counts 1-2. Alex Canty, the second baseman, batting seventh. Wyatt Myers, the shortstop, batting eighth. And Tyler Rourke, the third baseman, batting ninth. The 1-2 from Wong from the windup. Breaking ball popped up. Torres in. Finds it, settles under it, gloves it, and makes the play to end this first. So 1-2-3 inning for Peng Fei Wong. We played 1 here in Syracuse. No score. Welcome back. Top of the second inning. It'll be Jonathan Parker, Josh Loeffler, and Poe for the Pilots. Pilots got two out base runners on a single and a walk against Bayer in the first, but an Over Torres strikeout stranded both runners. Peng Fei Wong got the Flames to go 1-2-3 in the bottom half. Here we are in the second. It's Bayer working to the designated hitter Parker. From his windup, the pitch swung on and grounded foul. Count 0-1. Parker 15 for 70, batting .214 with a .325 on base percentage. One of 3 future Louisiana Tech Bulldogs in this Pilots lineup, all transferring from junior colleges. The 1-strike pitch, foul tipped into the glove of Camilo Spinoso. Counts 0-2. Parker transferring from Jones County Junior College, where he was all MAC JC, second team this past year. Takes outside for ball one. So it's one ball, there's two strikes. To Parker. The 1-2 grounded up the middle, off the leg of Bayer. He'll rush to his right, he'll field it, but no throw. It's an infield single for Jonathan Parker. And the Pilots have their leadoff man on here in the top of the second. So their second hit of the game in as many innings. And that'll bring up Josh Loeffler. Pinch hit in the loss on Wednesday night and grounded into an inning-ending double play with the go-ahead run on second in the top of the ninth. Takes first pitch for ball one from Bayer. Working from his stretch, Parker leads off first, being held on by Bauer, the 1-0. Misses outside, counts 2-0. Bayer sets, glove to leather. From the stretch, the 2-0 to Loeffler. Misses into the left-handed batter's box, counts 3-0 to the Pilots' left fielder. Loeffler hit a 2-run triple that turned out to be a Little League inside the park home run against Bayer on Saturday. He also struck out twice against him and now takes a strike at the knees on a 3-1 on the 3-0. The count's now 3-1. Josh Loeffler, the hitter. Jonathan Parker led off this inning with a single. He leads off first. The 3-1 coming from Bayer from the stretch misses outside. It's ball four. It's the second walk for the Pilots in as many innings, and the second base runner to lead off this top of the second for Newark. Looking to end their two-game losing streak. 2-3 in the month of July. 2-8 in their last 10 games. 17.5 games behind the leaders, Jamestown. Onondaga, 12-14. 10.5 games behind Jamestown. Losers of 8 in a row. Also 2-8 in their last 10. Coming into tonight's matchup, the batter will be Poe, the Taiwanese-born right-hander, catching his countryman Wang from Fujian Catholic University in Taiyuan City, Taiwan. Third baseman Rourke back, the first baseman Bauer in, anticipating a bunt. He squares the bunt and he pops it up. Bauer out of his reach. Looked like if he could have dove, may have been able to come up with it, but break for the Pilots. Counts 0-1 to Poe. The catcher tonight, making his 11th appearance, 10th start. 7 for 34, average just above the Mendoza line at 206. Loeffler and Parker lead. Bayer fires. One strike pitch, not squaring to bunt. It's belt high, and it's a fastball, and it's strike two to Poe. Zach Santoro, the second baseman tonight, waits on deck. Bauer will now back up to a step off the grass with 2 strikes. And Poe will take on the outside corner for strike 3. He's down looking. The third strikeout for Bayer through the first 4 outs. And that'll bring up Zach Santoro. He'll look down at his third base coach, now step into the box. Starting at second base, started at third on the 4th of July. First pitch from Bayer. Swung on and lined into center field. Vivard started in. This ball just kept carrying. He'll find it, glove it, and make the play. So 1 pitch out as Jonathan Parker tags and goes to third. And the Pilots have runners on the corners with 2 away. That'll flip the lineup back over for DeMarcus Guillory. Popped out to the shortstop on a 3-2 count. His first time up against Bayer. the left-handed hitting center fielder for the Pilots, will dig in. With Parker now 90 feet away, a ball that gets away from Camilo Espinosa behind the plate could lead to a run. Loeffler goes. Throw down is not in time. It goes into center field. It's a stolen base for Loeffler. And Parker will come down to score the game's first run on the throwing error. And the Pilots lead it 1-0. So for Loeffler, that's his first stolen base of the summer. And he's in scoring position for Guillory, who grounds this ball up the first base line, but Bauer will glove it foul. Counts 1-1 to the Pilots center fielder. Guillory against Bayer. Looks back at Loeffler, now fires from the stretch off speed. Guillory out in front. Counts 1-2. Guillory will step out and readjust his batting gloves prior to the 1-2 from Bayer. Pilots already with a run here in the top of the second. The 1-2. Lined into right. This ball's going to drop fair. It's a base hit. Loeffler rounds third. He'll score. Guillory rounds first. He heads to second. Round second. He's going to head to third. And he's going to stand up at third with a 2-out RBI triple. For the Pilots' second run, they lead 2-0 here in Syracuse. The triple, Guillory's first, his second RBI on the year, and the first Pilots RBI tonight, gives them a 2-0 lead. First pitch to Graham Hackbarth, a breaking ball that misses inside, counts 1-0. So it was a 2-strike pitch that Guillory lined, put it just fair for the game's second run. The 1-0, Hackbarth popped up. Sam Little over, he will give it a look. He will run out of room as this ball lands over the fence. And the count all evened up to the Pilot shortstop Hackbarth. 1 ball, 1 strike. Guillory's hit was the Pilot's first hit with a runner on base tonight. The 2-out triple, the 1-1 hits Hackbarth on the shoulder. He'll head down to first. So the Pilots have runners on the corners again with 2 outs. Have scored both their base runners here with 2 outs. Scored 8 of their 9 base runners the other night in the loss at Geneva, all with 2 outs. And the 9th that wasn't on 2 outs came on a sacrifice fly. The batter will be Hunter Wells, already 1-for-1 against Bayer tonight. A base hit extends this Pilot's lead. Hackbarth leads off first, being held on by Bauer. Bayer comes set. This pitch misses low at Wells' shins. Counts 1-0 to the Pilots' switch-hitting third baseman. Singled on a 3-1 count into left for the Pilots' first hit in the first. Up for the second time in as many innings. The 7th Pilot to come to the plate. Takes on the outside corner. Strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Wells. A base hit or a ball that gets away from Spinoso extends the lead. The 1-0. Thought about it, but will lay off a pitch that misses high. Counts 2-1. To Wells, who's driven in 6 RBIs in 9 games. The pitch into the right-handed batter's box, counts 3-1. Hackbarth leads off first, being held on by Bauer. Guillory leads off third, has an RBI triple in this one. Hackbarth leads the 3-1. Swung on and fouled off the plate, and the count will be full. So that will back Trey Bauer up and likely start Graham Hackbarth at first. Hillary leads off third. The payoff pitch upcoming to Hunter Wells. Bayer comes set in the stretch. Fires the payoff pitch outside, ball 4. So a 2-out walk has loaded up the bases for Peter Battaglia here in the top of the second. Newark already with 2, threatening for more. Their first baseman steps in, walked against Bayer in the first. That walk was the second of the inning, the third of the night. First pitch gets the inside corner, counts 0-1. Battaglia second on the team with 12 RBIs. The 0-1 from the windup from Bayer, swung on and fouled off the net in front of the stands just before the first base dugout. Counts 0-2. Quickly 0-2. The 2-strike pitch popped up. The second baseman Canty over. Now the first baseman Bauer calls it. Finds it, gloves it, and makes the play to end the inning. So the Pilots leave the bases loaded, but scored 2 runs on 2 hits in the inning. 1 Flames error as we head to the bottom of the second. Newark leading Onondaga 2-0. The designated hitter laning, the first baseman Bauer, and the backstop Camilo Spinoso here against Pangfi Wong, who threw just 8 pitches to retire the side against Onondaga in the bottom of the first, working with a 2-0 lead after the Pilots got 2 2-out runs. The last 10 runs they've scored have all been with 2 outs, and the first pitch of this bottom of the second misses, ball 1. Jonathan Parker came around to score on a throwing error by the catcher on a stolen base attempt. And then the second run came around to score on an RBI triple from DeMarcus Guillory. So the Pilots lead 2-0. The 1-0 from Wong. It's a breaking ball that gets the outside corner, counts 1-1. The shutdown inning, the inning immediately after scoring a run for the Pilots, has been an adventure for them. They've given up a run 95.6% of the time in the following half inning. Wong will look to fix those odds. Counts 2-1 now to Laning, the designated hitter. Coming in batting .343, swings through an off-speed pitch to even up this count at 2. Pilots not good in the shutdown inning against Geneva. Pilots scored in 6 different innings as Laning grounds this one to Hackbarth at short. Fires across his body for the first out. So against Geneva, they scored in 6 different half innings and gave up 6 runs in the next half. So about 1 run every inning scored. Wong with the first man retired here in the second. Now facing Bauer, fires in a fastball that gets the outside corner for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. The batter is Bauer. The pitch from Wong. Off speed, fouled back. Counts quickly 0-2. 2 groundouts to Hackbarth and 2 flyouts for Wong for the first 4 outs. The 2-strike pitch from his windup misses high. Counts 1-2 to the junior from Cornell, first baseman Trey Bauer. Comes into tonight batting .542 against the Pilots this year. Lines this one foul up the third baseline, and the count still remains 1-2. He's 13 for 24 with 8 runs scored and 8 runs driven in against Pilot pitching this year. Also has a .607 on-base percentage. From his windup, Wong takes his time, post sets up outside. The pitch, fastball, bounce to Hackbarth. He'll charge it. He'll fire for out number 2. So back-to-back ground outs to the shortstop, Graham Hackbarth. And there's quickly 2 away. Hackbarth starting at his 3rd different position in 3 consecutive games. Second base in the 4th of July loss. Third base in the loss on Wednesday night. Here he is at short now. First pitch gets the corner at the knees for strike 1 to Camilo Spinoso. Batting just .220 on the year in 15 previous games. This ball grounded to Wells. He'll glove it. He'll fire across the diamond for the final out here in the 2nd. So Wong gets the Flames to go 1-2-3. We've played 2 here at Onondaga Community College. Newark leads 2-0. Welcome back, top of the 3rd. Wong got his 2nd consecutive 1-2-3 inning in the bottom half of the 2nd. After the Pilots got him 2 in the top half. They sent 8 men to the plate and got 2 runs. And now, the only man who did not come to the plate in the top of the 2nd, it's the right-handed hitting right fielder Over Torres, who has 1 of the 3 strikeouts against Bayer tonight. Digs in the first pitch, misses outside, ball 1. Pilots got 2 hits, 2 walks, and a hit by pitch, scored both their runs with 2 outs. The 1 out. Taken low. Counts 2 balls and no strikes. To the Pilots' right fielder, Over Torres. Bayer working from his windup, the pitch grounded up the 3rd baseline, foul. And the count is 2 balls and 1 strike to Over Torres. Bayer from his windup will fire the 2-1. Line to right. This one is going to be over the head of Sam Little. Torres rounds first. He heads the 2nd. He'll stop right there with a leadoff double to begin this top of the third inning. He'll ask for time, and that'll bring up Jonathan Parker. The designated hitter reached on an infield single off the right leg of Justin Bayer, his first time up, and then scored the game's first run on a throwing error. So no one out. The Pilots have a man in scoring position. That's Torres. Parker now at the dish. From the stretch, Bayer sets. Looks back, now fires. First pitch gets the outside corner. Counts 0-1. Parker, with 6 RBIs on the year, has an RBI opportunity with the leadoff man in scoring position. Bayer looks back, now double takes. Swung on and missed. Had a fastball in the outside corner. Counts 0-2 to Parker. The designated hitter will readjust and step back in. From the stretch, it's Bayer. He sets, now fires. Grounded to third. Rourke to his left will fire across his body for the first out. So Jonathan Parker retired on the ground out. Rourke took his time, made sure Over Torres was not going to take third on the ground out to the right side. He stays put at second, and there's one away. That'll bring up number 5, the right-handed swinging left fielder, Josh Loeffler. His base running after walking in the second led to the Pilots' first run as he takes low for ball 1. After a fly out that moved Parker to third with runners on the corners and 2 outs, Loeffler attempted to steal second. He did. The throw from Spinoso ended up in center field, and Parker came around to score. The 1-0 to Loeffler. Line to right. Sam Little starts back. Now finds it, gloves it, and makes the play for the second out. A strong throw into third prevents a tag from Over Torres, and after the leadoff double, the next 2 Pilots hitters have been retired. And now the hitter's Poe. Chuan Pan, the Pilots' Taiwanese catcher, struck out looking against Bayer. His last time up in the second. Up for the second time in consecutive innings. Bayer looks back, now fires from the stretch. Swung on and missed. Counts 0-1. We're here in the top of the third with 2 outs at Onondaga Community College. Pilots with a 2-0 lead. Wong has retired the first 6 Flames he's faced in this one. Bayer comes set, now fires from the stretch. This one gets the outside corner, the same spot which Poe took to strike out looking his first time up. Counts 0-2. To Poe. The Taiwanese catcher asks for time, granted by the home plate umpire. So Bayer will have to reset ahead of the 0-2. 2 outs, runner on second. The pitch. Thought about a pitch in the dirt, wisely lays off for ball 1. So there's 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. To Poe, the Taiwanese catcher for the Pilots. Waits. The pitch. Just off the plate. Camilo Espinoso tried to bring it back, but Poe has worked this count back even. Counts 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Grounded to short. Wyatt Myers will slide to a knee, fire across his body, and the throw just beats Poe at first to end the inning. So a great play on both ends by Myers, and then the scoop by Bauer to bail him out. Leadoff double for the Pilots wasted. We head to the bottom of the second. Wong back on the mound with a 2-0 lead when we get back. So Wong finished up his warm-up tosses and will face 7, 8, and 9 in the Flames order. Has retired the first 6 in order, 4 groundouts and 2 flyouts. The first pitch to the second baseman, Alex Canty. Checks his swing, but it's a called strike 1 from Wong. Counts 0-1. From his windup, the pitch misses high. Counts 1 ball and 1 strike. Canty, the freshman from Monroe Community College, against Wong. He's 6 for 24 against the Pilots this year. 4 runs and 4 ribbies. The 1-1. Just off the outside corner. And the count is 2 balls and a strike. To Canty, the leadoff man. Here in this bottom of the third, the 2-1. Swung on and missed on a fastball that painted the outside corner. Counts 2 balls and 2 strikes from Wong. To the leadoff man, Alex Canty. Wong sets, now fires from the windup. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Strike 3. Canty down swinging to start this bottom of the third. So 7 straight retired to start this game for Wong. His first strikeout of the night. And that'll bring up Wyatt Myers, the right-handed swinging shortstop, appearing in his 21st game for the Flames. The Flames playing their 27th, Newark their 31st. First pitch off speed, counts 0-1. Pilots will be home the next 2 nights, Jamestown tomorrow, and then Elmira on Sunday. The 0-1. Fastball outside corner, counts 0-2 to Wyatt Myers, the freshman from the University at Buffalo. Working against the Taiwanese-born righty Wong, pitching to his countryman, the 2-strike pitch. Breaking ball doesn't break, misses high. Counts 1-2. A strikeout already in this inning for Wong, who's working here in the bottom of the third with a 2-0 lead, thanks to 2 2-out runs in the second. Fastball popped up. Hackbarth back, Guillory in. Finds it, gloves it, and makes the play for the second out of this inning. So the first 2 men retired, and that'll bring up Tyler O'Rourke, third baseman, appearing in his 9th game. Also, one of the Flames' 2 closers for them. Has a save against the Pilots. He's 1 for 10 in 10 at-bats against them. First pitch, grounded to Santora. He will field it and fire to first to end the inning. So 9 up, 9 down through the first 3 innings for Peng Phi Wong. We played 3. Newark has a 2-0 lead here at Onondaga Community College. 9, 1, and 2 in their order against Justin Bayer when we get back to Syracuse. 9, 1, and 2. Zach Santoro, DeMarcus Guillory, and Graham Hackbarth against Justin Bayer here to start the fourth. Pilots scored their 2 runs in the top of the second. Wong has retired the first 9 batters he's faced. The first pitch taken by Zach Santoro for strike 1. He flew out to center field his first time up. That was in the second. 0-1, blooped into right. Sam Little on. He'll find it. He'll glove it. And he will make the play for the first out of the fourth. Pilots have struck out 3 times against Bayer, have been hit by a pitch. He's allowed 4 hits and walked 3. He's also stranded 6 runners on base through the first 3 1/3. That'll bring up Guillory. Had a 2-out RBI triple his last time up. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. That was on a 1-2 count. And now an 0-1 count. Here in the fourth. His third time up, the 0-1. Off speed, swung on and missed. Counts 0-2. Bayer started his delivery, but home plate umpire calls time. Ahead of the 0-2 to Guillory. Here it is. Reaches at it, pokes it back. Count remains 0-2. So DeMarcus Guillory, the left-handed swinging center fielder. 1 for 2 tonight. With an RBI, the 2-strike pitch. Misses low. Counts 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wearing number 12 from Motlow State Community College. The 1-2. Swung on and just got a piece of it off the glove of Camilo Espinosa. He didn't realize he lost it. Thought he still had it. Tried to deke the home plate umpire. But the home plate umpire points to the ball. And Guillory will see another pitch. The center fielder moves up in the box ahead of the 1-2 from Bayer. Here it is. Swung on and missed strike 3. Guillory down swinging for the 4th strikeout and 2nd out here in the top of the 4th. So that'll bring up Graham Hackbarth. The shortstop tonight has made 3 plays in the field, struck out swinging, and was hit by a pitch. Pokes this one to second base. Canty over. Fires to first to end the inning. So for the first time tonight, the Pilots go 1, 2, 3. It'll be the top of the order for the Flames when we get back in the 4th. Newark with a 2-0 lead here in Syracuse. One, two, three for the Flames here in the top of the 4th. Colin Bavard, Sam Little, and Kyle Gallagher. Wong has retired the first 9 batters tonight for the Flames. Bavard grounded out to shortstop to lead off the bottom of the 1st. Waits for the first pitch from Wong. Poe sets up outside. The fastball goes there. Too far off the plate, however, counts 1-0. Colin Bavard, the right-handed swinging center fielder for the Flames, waits the pitch. This time, Poe's pitch does get the outside corner, or Wong's pitch gets the outside corner. Poe holds it there, counts 1-1 to Bavard. The 1-1. Same spot. All three pitches, 2 have missed, 1 has hit. Counts 2-1. The 2-1 from Wong. Grounded up the middle, over his head. This ball is going to be cut off by Hackbarth, but no throw. It's an infield single for Colin Bavard, and the Flames have their first base runner of the night. That'll bring up Sam Little, the left-handed swinging right fielder. Flew out to Guillory and center his first time up. For the first time tonight, Peng-Fei Wong will work from the stretch. Battaglia holds on Bavard at first. First pitch to Little is bounced. Counts 1-0. Bavard has stolen 1 base in his only attempt, being held on by Battaglia. The 1-0 from the stretch. Off speed, swung right through it. Counts 1 ball and a strike. Sam Little coming into tonight batting .286 with a .396 on-base percentage for the Flames. In the left-handed batter's box, his twin brother with the night off. The 1-1. Fouled back out of play, counts 1-2. Sam Little has 6 hits and 22 at-bats against the Pilots this year. The most important hit might be, and probably is, the one in the 9th inning he had against Will Frank to break up his no-hitter last Saturday. The 1-2 from Wong, runner goes. Off speed is grounded to Battaglia. He'll glove it. He'll step on the bag as Bavard moves up to second. So Sam Little retired on the 3 unassisted. That'll bring up Kyle Gallagher. The right-handed swinging left fielder flew out to Torres to end the first. The Flames have their first runner in scoring position tonight. Hunter Wells will come in and play a step off the grass-painted turf. Now he'll back up. First pitch off the glove of Poe. It's going to get away. That'll move Bavard up 90 feet to third on the pass ball. So the first pitch almost hits Gallagher. Poe hits right off the top of his glove, allows Bavard to trot to third. All turf field here at Onondaga Community College, except for the mound, which Wong is working from. With his bright red cleats, to Kyle Gallagher from the stretch. Grounded, past the diving glove of Hunter Wells into left. It's an RBI single for Kyle Gallagher, and the Flames are on the scoreboard here in the bottom of the 4th. So an RBI single for Kyle Gallagher. That'll bring up Gage Laning. Up with an out. And a run in here in the 4th. Wong, after breezing through the first 3 innings, into some trouble here in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-0 to Laning. Could get out of it, perhaps with a double play. Has produced a lot of ground balls tonight. First pitch to Gage Laning missed, counts 1-0. Grounded out to Hackbarth, his first time up. Battaglia holds on Gallagher at first, who goes outside, hit and run on. Throw down, gets away from Santoro. It'll be a stolen base for Gallagher. And he's at second. So Santoro could not come up with the throw from Poe, which was low. And Kyle Gallagher picks up his second stolen base on the summer campaign. So the tying run now in scoring position here in the bottom of the fourth against Wong. Laning pops the 1-1 up. Hunter Wells charges in. Poe. Wells calls him off, gloves it, and makes the second out. So Laning pops up in foul territory. There's 2 away, and that'll bring up Trey Bauer, the first baseman. Grounded out to Hackbarth his first time up. Up with a runner in scoring position. And 2 away. Here in the bottom of the fourth. Wong looking to send the Pilots back into their dugout, still with a lead. Wong looks back, now double takes. First pitch in the dirt. Counts 1-0. To the junior from Cornell. From the stretch, it's Wong. Looks back. Double checks, now triple checks. The 1-0. Poked back foul. Counts all evened up at a ball and a strike apiece. 2 runs, 4 hits for Newark. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for the Flames here. Through the first 3.5 plus. The 1-1 to the first baseman, Bauer. From the stretch from Wong, just misses low. The count goes to 2-1 to the Flames first baseman. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Tying run at second for the Flames. Wong looking to strand him. The 2-1 to Bauer. Could not hold up on the check swing on the off-speed pitch from Wong. And the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. From Pangfi Wong. Looking to strand the runner. Looks back. Now double checks. The 2-2. Just off the plate. Wong started towards the dugout, and the count is full. We'll see if that starts. Kyle Gallagher at second with no one running behind him. Wong has only walked 6 through his first 34 innings. And has not walked 1 tonight. Runner does go. Payoff pitch. Checked his swing. He goes around. The throw down to first is in time to end the inning. But Onondaga gets on the board. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors in this inning, and 1 Flame left on base. It'll be Wells, Battaglia, and Torres. In the 5th, we played 4. Newark has a 2-1 lead here in Syracuse.
Did you score on a long pitch or pass ball?
Oh, pass ball on the Bavard when he moved up to third. It was in this last inning, right? Yeah, because it hit off the top of his glove.
They're asking me. I'm like, I'll go pass. I'm just an umpire. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think pass ball.
What the hell you mean? No, I'm kidding.
I don't know. I'm not with them. I'm with Newark.
No, I'm joking. Thank you.
Yep. Welcome back. Top of the 5th here at Onondaga Community College. It'll be Hunter Wells, Peter Battaglia, and Over Torres. First pitch missed outside. Ball one. Wells has reached base his first 2 times up. Swings through an off-speed pitch. Counts 1-1. Singled and stole a base in the first and then walked in the second. Here he is for the 3rd time in the top of the 5th. Takes inside, counts 2 balls and a strike. Takes again, looked to be in the same spot, but it's a called strike. Count evens up at 2-2. Wells not happy with the call. The 2-2 from Bayer. This one definitely off the plate, and the count is full. So the 3rd straight 3-ball count to Hunter Wells. 2nd straight full count. He'll wait. The payoff pitch swung on and missed, foul tipped into the glove for strike 3. Hunter Wells down swinging to start the inning. The 5th strikeout for Bayer tonight. That'll bring up Battaglia. Walked and popped up in 2 plate appearances tonight. First pitch, breaking ball. Swung on and fouled back. Counts 0-1. One strike pitch. Battaglia takes high. And the count's all evened up at a ball and a strike apiece. 2-1 here in the top of the 5th at Onondaga Community College. 1-1. Breaking ball swung on and missed from Battaglia. Counts 1-2. Pilots got their 2 runs with 2 outs in this top of the 2nd. The Flames cut the lead in half with a 1-out single in the bottom of the 4th. And now Battaglia is going to get rung up on a pitch that looked low. Third base coach Franklin Bush not happy as he yells in towards the home plate umpire. And Battaglia struck out looking. So back-to-back punch-outs from Bayer, and he's now struck out 6 through the first 4 2/3. Struck out 6 in 5 last Saturday at Newark. First pitch off speed to Torres. Counts 1-0. Torres has struck out and hit a double tonight, and then swings through an off-speed pitch to even up the count at a ball and a strike apiece. Justin Bayer working from the windup. Has retired 8 Pilots hitters in a row since Torres' leadoff double in the 3rd. Way out in front of this breaking ball from Bayer, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Looking for his 2nd straight 1-2-3. Starts his delivery, then Torres calls time, which was granted. He'll stop. Both will reset. Ahead of the 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Justin Bayer will step off and ask Camilo Espinoso behind the plate to reset the signs. The Niagara County Community College righty delivers the 1-2. 3/4 of the infield started towards the dugout. Only Wyatt Myers agreed with the home plate umpire. It's missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Torres gets a piece of it, grounds it foul. And he'll live to see another pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The hitter is the right-handed swinging right fielder Torres. Off speed, goes the other way. Sam Little back, still back. Finds it, gloves it, and makes the play to end the inning. So the Pilots go 1-2-3 here in the top of the 5th. We head to the bottom half. 6, 7, and 8 for the Flames. Pilots still with a 2-1 lead here in Syracuse. Camilo Spinoso, Alex Canty, and Wyatt Myers, 6, 7, and 8 for the Flames here in the bottom of the 5th. After Wong retired the first 9 in a row, an infield single started off the top of the 4th. An unassisted ground out to the first baseman moved the leadoff runner over to third, and then a single drove in the Flames' first run to cut this Pilots lead to 2-1. First pitch to Spinoso missed, ball 1. Grounded out to third, his first time up. Wong working from the windup, the 1-0. Fastball missed, counts 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. The leadoff man in this inning, Camilo Spinoso. The 2-0. Grounded to Wells. Gloves it, spins, fires across the diamond to get Spinoso for the first out here in the bottom of the 5th. So Spinoso is 0 for 2, grounded both times to Hunter Wells. And that'll bring up Alex Canty, the right-handed swinging second baseman. Struck out against Wong, one of the Taiwanese righties' 2 punch-outs tonight. First pitch from his windup, bounced, counts 1-0. The 1-0. Fastball, grounded to Hackbarth. He'll charge it. He'll take it on a tough hop and fire to first for out number 2. So back-to-back ground outs to start this inning from Wong. That'll bring up Wyatt Myers with 2 outs and no one on. The shortstop for the Flames flew out to Guillory his first time up. That was in the 3rd. Here he is in the 5th. Against Peng Fi Wong. Breaking ball at the knees, strike 1. One strike pitch, bounced in the turf dirt. Counts 1-1. All turf field here at Onondaga Community College, except for the mound, which Wong is working on. It'll be a 1-1 to Myers. Fastball, just off the plate. Poe will hold it there. No luck. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Wong from the windup. The pitch popped up. Battaglia over, Poe over. Battaglia will run out of room as it bounces off the top of the Flames dugout. And the count is all evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes apiece. To their shortstop, Myers. Batting here with nobody on in the bottom of the 5th. A lefty, Trent Schulte, warming up in the Flames pen. Pilots have seen him quite a few times this season. But for now, it's Wong versus Myers, 2-2. Poe sets up outside. Fastball goes there. Tries to bring it back. No dice, and the count is full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Looking to avoid a 2-out base runner. It's Wong. Working to Myers from his windup. Poe sets up inside this time. The 3-2. Inside corner. Strike 3. Myers down looking to end the inning. So the Flames go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 5th. It'll be Parker, Loeffler, and Poe. When we get back in the 6th, we've played 5 Pilots with a 2-1 lead here in Syracuse. Welcome back, top of the 6th. Justin Bayer goes 5 and will give way to a left-handed pitcher, number 19, Trent Schulte, 5'11", 190 from Bainbridge Island, Washington, and Gonzaga University. Appearing in his 10th game, his 6th against Newark. 5 of his last 6 appearances have been against the Pilots. Was 5 in a row at one point before a relief appearance against Adirondack broke the streak. He'll face 6, 7, and 8 in the Pilots' order. Bayer finished retiring 9 straight Pilots, the final 9 he faced. It'll be Jonathan Parker, the first man, against Trent Schulte. And this first pitch, halfway into the left-handed batter's box, counts 1-0. From the stretch, the 1-strike pitch misses low, counts 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. The leadoff man, Parker, swung on and missed. Counts 2-1. Reached on an infield single and scored the game's first run in the 2nd, then grounded out in the 3rd. So he went 1 for 2 against Bayer. The 2-1 now from Schulte. Poked the other way, but foul. And the count is all evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes apiece. From his stretch, the 2-2. Spinoso sets up inside, pitch goes outside, and the count is full. Numbers on Bayer: 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. The payoff pitch, way outside, ball 4. Parker will reach. That'll break a strand of 9 straight Pilots hitters retired by Flames pitching, and it will bring up Josh Loeffler, the right-handed swinging left fielder. Walked, stole a base, which led to the game's first run, and then flew out. Puts a bunt down. Schulte will give way to Spinoso, who will fire to first as Parker moves up to second. It's a sacrifice bunt for Josh Loeffler, and the Pilots have a man in scoring position with less than 2 outs. So a sacrifice bunt and a 2-3 put out for Loeffler. Moves Parker over, and the batter is Poe. 0 for 2 tonight. That was against Bayer. Here he is against Schulte. Bows this first pitch back. Counts 0-1. From the stretch, with a runner on base. The 0-1. Poked foul. Counts 0-2. To the Taiwanese-born catcher, Poe. Parker leads off second. It's a 2-strike pitch to Poe. Takes outside. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. This one misses again. Counts 1-2. This one misses also. So 3 straight tough takes for Poe, who knows this strike zone about as good as anyone as he's been doing the catching. And he's worked this count back full. The payoff pitch. Looped into right. This ball is going to be caught. Sam Little comes on with a slide to make the catch to retire Poe. So Poe flies out to the right fielder. He's now 0 for his last 12. And that'll bring up Zach Santoro. Flown out twice tonight. Parker leads off second. Schulte from the stretch looks back, now fires. Swung on and missed. Strike one. To the second baseman, Zach Santoro. Looped into right. This one is going to be over the head of Canty. Parker's going to round third. The throw from Sam Little high. It's an RBI single for Zach Santoro, who takes second on the throw. And the Pilots have a 3-1 lead. So Parker scores his second run. The first RBI of the night for Zach Santoro. His second of the year. We'll flip the lineup back over for DeMarcus Guillory, who takes ball one. Guillory up for the fourth time. 1 for 3. The one, an RBI triple. The Pilots have scored all 3 of their runs with 2 outs. And 11 of their last 11 runs have all been with 2 outs. It'll be a 1-0 to Guillory. Grounded foul. Counts even at a ball and a strike apiece. So Santoro with a 2-out RBI single. Alex Canty, the second baseman, tried to deke Jonathan Parker into thinking he was going to catch it. But with 2 outs, Parker took off on the crack of the bat and scored. Santoro moved up to second on the throw, where he is in scoring position for Guillory, who swings through strike 2. Scoreboard here at Onondaga, wrong again. Should be 2-2, not 2-1. There's 2 outs. Score's right, though. It's 3-1 Pilots. If Guillory can find the outfield grass, could lead to the fourth. Now Spinoza will call time behind the plate, and it's granted. Schulte steps off and looks at Santoro back to second. It's a 2-2 count to DeMarcus Guillory, and now the umpires are going to confer. Probably looked up at the scoreboard and saw 2-1 and got confused. But it's a strike that was fouled back, and then a swinging strike from Guillory. So it is 2 balls and 2 strikes. We've got that one settled. Santoro leads off second, as Guillory will now step out. If he could extend this inning, Graham Hackbarth would be next. Now the Onondaga scoreboard keeper has caught up to the party. Invitation was delayed. 2-2 way outside, and the count's 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. To DeMarcus Guillory. Pilots already with 1 home on a 2-out single from Santoro. Guillory steps out ahead of the payoff pitch from Schulte. On in his first inning in relief. Right-hander warming up in the Flames' pen. Schulte steps out and asks for a new ball. The home plate umpire going to go all the way out and place it in his glove. He'll have a word with the Flames lefty and then head back behind the plate. So a lot going on here. DeMarcus Guillory's at bat. It'll be a payoff pitch coming. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Santoro takes his lead. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Guillory down swinging. But the Pilots get a run. 1 run, 1 hit. No errors in this inning. And a man left on base. The run extends the lead to 3-1. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Flames when we get back in the bottom of the 6th. Pilots with a 3-1 lead here in Syracuse. Peng Fei Wong back on the mound for this bottom of the sixth. He'll face Tyler Rourke, Colin Bavard, and Sam Little. 9-1-2 for the Flames. Has retired the last 5. Has allowed just 2 hits and a run through the first 5. Pilots extended their lead to 2 in the top half of this inning on a 2-out RBI single from Zach Santoro. Their last 11 runs have all been with 2 outs. Now Tyler Rourke squares the bunt, gets it down, but it rolls foul into the Pilots' dugout. And the count's 0-1 to Rourke. 3 for 20 on the year, batting .150. On base percentage just below that. It'll be a 1-strike pitch. Line to Hackbarth. Tough hop, eats him up. It'll go into left. We'll see how they score it. Should be a single, and it will be, for Tyler Rourke to start off this bottom of the 6th. So Rourke now with 4 hits on the year. Half have been against the Pilots. The Flames have a leadoff base runner. They had a leadoff base runner to start the 4th, and he came around to score. Wong will look to strand it. He'll work from the stretch against Colin Bavard, the leadoff hitter, who had the leadoff single in the 4th. He's 1 for 2 with a run scored. Hunter Wells in at third, anticipating a bunt. Squares the bunt, pulls it back. The pitch is in the dirt. Had to be blocked by Poe. And the count's 1-0. Peng Fei Wong here in the bottom of the 6th, working to his Taiwanese countryman Poe for the Pilots. Has a 3-1 lead. Pilots with 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 6th. Flames with 1 in the bottom of the 4th. Ahead of the 1-0. Wong throws over. Rourke head first slide back in safely before Battaglia's tag. Throw over again, and they got him. Tyler Rourke has been picked off at first by Peng Fei Wong. He's not happy. Will have to be held back by his first base coach, who's going to put his 10 cents in to the first base umpire. Not happy with the call is either of them. So as quickly as he got on with a single, he's erased, and there's 1 away. And then Wong drops a slow breaking ball that misses high. 2-0 count to Bavard. So the leadoff man picked off at first. And now 2-0 fastball fouled back. Counts 2-1 to Bavard. The right-handed swinging center fielder against Peng Fei Wong. The 2-1 from the windup, from number 1. Grounded in the gap between short and third. It's back-to-back singles to start this inning, and that'll bring up Sam Little. So the 4th hit of the game for the Flames, but because of the pickoff, there's an out and only 1 on. Sam Little, 0 for 2 tonight. The left-handed swinging right fielder made a great play to rob Poe of a hit in the top half of the 6th. Grounded up the middle. This one's going to be into center field. Bavard will move up to second. 3 straight singles to start this inning here in the bottom of the 6th. With 1 away, thanks to the pickoff. That'll bring up Kyle Gallagher. And his at-bat will have to wait as Poe, the translator Poe, and the pitching coach Bennett Schultz are going to go out and have a conversation. So the Taiwanese battery, with the help of the translator, will talk to Schultz. 3 straight singles to start this bottom of the 6th. But the first single from Tyler Rourke was erased when he was picked off by Peng Fei Wong at first. Was not happy with the call, but it stood. Pilots got a run back in the top half of the 6th to put their lead up back to 2. on a 2-out RBI single from Zach Santoro. His second RBI of the year. Runners on first and second. Those runners are Colin Bavard and Sam Little. As the home plate umpire goes out and breaks up the party on the mound. The hitter will be Kyle Gallagher, already with an RBI tonight. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a stolen base against Wong, who will work from the stretch. No one warming in the Pilots' pen. 2 righties in the Flames. Right now, it's Wong versus Gallagher. The righty looks back, now double takes. First pitch off speed, swung on and missed. Counts 0-1. To the junior from Cornell, the left fielder for the Flames. Wong pitching to Poe from the stretch, towing the first base side of the rubber. Looks back, a long look. Still looking, having a staring contest at second. Now fires. That gets the outside corner. Counts 0-2. So looking back at Bavard for that lengthy stare, worked. As Poe sets up outside, the throw goes there. No balls, 2 strikes, and an out. 2 runners on. Wong looks back. Santoro says he's there for a throw. The lengthy look again. And now the base umpire is going to call time. Wong has a little laugh. Ahead of the 0-2 to Gallagher. Last time he had the lengthy stare, it turned into a called strike. We'll see what happens this time. As the righty steps off and Gallagher steps out. 2 runners on and out. A 2-strike count to the left fielder. Misses low. Counts 1-2. 3-1. Here in the bottom of the 6th at Onondaga Community College in Syracuse. Sun just about fully set as we hit 9:35 here on the East Coast. Pilots on the road for the second night in a row. After having last night off, and now the home plate umpire is going to call for time. So before Wong has thrown the 1-2, the base umpire, the hitter, and the home plate umpire has all called time. Wong looks back, now fires the 1-2. And they're going to call a ball. And now that brings Franklin Bush out of the dugout. And he is going to head all the way down to the base umpire. All the way out on the field after the ball called. Now having a conversation with the home plate umpire, or with the base umpire. It'll be a 2-2 count to Kyle Gallagher. Both runners move up to second and third. So the tying run is in scoring position for the Flames. Coach Bush not happy. Gets his 10 cents in. Now heads back to the dugout. Still furious with the call. And then the home plate umpire went to throw Wong a new ball. Went to fake like he was going to catch it and then turned his back to it. So Hackbart, the shortstop, goes to pick it up. It'll be a 2-2 count. Now, Poe will go out and give his infield the signal. With a 3-1 lead, Pilots have not brought their infield in yet. Would not be surprised if they do so. No lead is too big for them. Looking to strand these 2 runners, Poe or Wong will have to get some good pitching, which he's done so far tonight. The 1-2 from the windup popped up. Guillory back to his left. He will make the play, but the runners are going to tag. It's a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Kyle Gallagher. As both runners move up, it's Gallagher's second RBI. It's Bavard's second run. And this game is 3-2. The batter's Gage Laney, 0 for 2 tonight, the designated hitter. Wong back in the stretch. First pitch inside, ball 1. So the tying run just 90 feet away. It'll be a 1-0 to Gage Lanning. Long fires in a fastball that misses the plate, not sure where. Toe will turn around and give the home plate umpire a look. Counts 2-0. From the stretch, it's Wong, the 2-0. Now this one's a strike. So no one really sure where the outside strike zone starts or ends. The 1-0 pitch looked better, was called a ball. This one looked like it was further outside, called a strike. Wong's happy, it's 2-1. This ball now grounded into the glove of Wells. He'll fire across the diamond, scooped by Battaglia to end the inning. So a great play on both sides of the diamond, and the Pilots keep the lead. But the Flames get 1 run on 3 hits, no errors in this inning, and a man left. We've played 6. Pilots will take a 3-2 lead into the 7th here in Syracuse. So Trent Schulte just about finished with his warm-up tosses to start the 7th. It'll be Graham Hackbarth, Hunter Wells, and Peter Battaglia. Both teams exchanged runs in the 6th. Pilots got theirs on a 2-out single from Santoro, and the Flames got theirs on a sacrifice fly from Kyle Gallagher. Graham Hackbarth digs in. He's 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. That was against Bayard. His first AB against Trent Schulte in the top of the 7th. First pitch, missed outside, ball 1. Flames looked for more in the bottom half of the 6th, but a great play by Hunter Wells and Battaglia on both ends stranded the tying run at 3rd. They'll both follow Hackbarth. 1-0 pitch missed high, ball 1. Hackbarth, who went 5 for 6 on Wednesday, is 0 for 2 tonight. It'll be a 2-0 to him. Went his first 3 plate appearances with no batting gloves. Puts them back on against Schulte. Went 0 for 6 on Tuesday night on the 4th of July with them on. Then 5 for 6 with them off on Wednesday. So after the first 3 plate appearances did not go his way, he puts them back on. 2-1 pitch rolled foul. The counts evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes apiece. To Graham Hackbarth leading off. Here in the top of the 7th. Pilots with a 3-2 lead against the Flames. First pitch. This one on the outside corner, strike 3. Hackbarth down looking to start this 7th. Back-to-back punch-outs for Trent Schulte. Now to bring up Hunter Wells. The switch hitting third baseman was 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, a stolen base, and a strikeout from the left side. That was against Bayard. With the lefty on the mound, he'll bat from the right, and he will take low. Counts 1-0. Jake Bernardo beginning to throw in the Pilots' pen. Ryan Marcatel in the Flames pen. Both big righties, the 1-0. Grounded foul. Counts 1-1. Marketel standing at 6'5" in the Flames bullpen. Bernardo 6'4". But for now, it's Schulte against the switch-hitting Wells. The third baseman, the 1-1. Swung on and missed, went off speed to get Wells out in front. Counts 1-2. See what Schulte goes to. Wells will have to protect the pitch just off the outside corner. Counts 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 7th. The pitch poked the other way. This one will land foul down the right field line, and we'll do it again. Counts even to Hunter Wells, who started that great play to end the bottom of the 7th. The man who finished it off, Battaglia, waits on deck. The 2-2 from the stretch from Schulte. Lined into the diving glove of Myers. Hops to his feet, fires across his body. Bauer stretches and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. So Hunter Wells, who robbed the Flames of a hit in the bottom of the 6th, is robbed of a hit from Wyatt Myers here in the 7th for the 2nd out. So with 2 outs and no one on, that'll be Peter Battaglia. The first baseman is 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. The first pitch popped back. Counts 0-1. Here in the top of the 7th inning. The 1-strike pitch to Battaglia. Taken high. Spinoso tried to bring it back down. No luck. Counts 1-1. This one gets the outside corner. Battaglia behind in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. The Pilots' first baseman batting here with 2 away. Swung on and missed strike 3. The ball bounced out of Spinoso's glove. He will slap the tag on Battaglia to end the inning. So the Pilots go 1-2-3 here in their 7th inning AB. We head to the bottom half. It'll be Bauer, Spinoso, and Canty against Peng Thi Wong. Pilots with a 3-2 lead here in Syracuse. Welcome back, bottom of the 7th. Pilots went 1-2-3 in the top half. Struck out twice against Trent Schulte. It'll be Peng Thi Wong against 5, 6, and 7 in the Flames lineup. This trio, 0 for 6 against them tonight. Wong looking for a bounce-back inning after giving up 1 in the bottom of the 6th. It's a 3-2 score. The first pitch from the windup fires in a fastball that misses for ball 1. Bauer has grounded out to Hackbarth at short and struck out swinging in his 2 ABs. The first baseman waits. The 1-0 from Wong. Breaking ball. Gets the inside corner. Counts 1-1. Bauer, Spinoso, Canty. The 1-1 to Bauer. Check this swing, but it's going to be a called strike. Counts 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes from Peng Fi Wang, the Taiwanese righty. Working to his countryman Po. The 1-2 from the windup. Breaking ball. Just got a piece, fouled back. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here in the bottom of the 7th at Onondaga Community College in Syracuse. Pilots Flames. Pilots holding a 3-2 lead. Bauer steps out ahead of the 1-2 from Wong. Camilo Spinoso waits on deck. Bernardo sits down in the Pilots' pen, and so does Mark Cattell in the Flames. The 1-2. This one misses outside. Counts 2 balls and 2 strikes. So no action in either pen. There'll be a 2-2 count to Trey Bauer from Peng Fi Wang. The 2-2. Swung on, fouled back off the top of Poe's glove. So another chance for Bauer. The 2-2. Taken on the outside corner. Strike 3. Bauer down looking. So the leadoff man retired by Wong. His 4th strikeout of the night. That'll bring up Camilo Spinosa. Has grounded out to Hunter Wells both times at third. So he's 0 for 2. The first pitch. Squares the bunt. Stabs at it. Fouls it back. Counts 0-1. Tried to get on with a drag bunt. No balls, 1 strike, and an out. Popped it up. Guillory started in. Now this ball will take him back. He'll find it. He'll glove it. And he will make the play for out number 2. So Camilo Spinoso retired. He's 0 for 2. And that's going to send up a pinch hitter for the Flames. It'll be number 12, Webb Little. So Alex Canty at second's night is over after going 0 for 2 against Wong. Webb Little wearing number 12. His twin brother Sam is 1 for 3 against Wong tonight. Webb is just 2 for 16 against the Pilots in 5 previous games, batting 125. The pinch hitter with 2 outs waits. First pitch breaking ball missed outside. Ball 1. The 1-0 to the lefty. Breaking ball way out in front is Little. Counts evened up at 1 ball and a strike apiece. The 1-1. Breaking ball again. Gets Little to flinch. It's a called strike. And the count is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Just gets a piece of it as he fouls it off Wong or Poe's glove. Stays alive. Counts 1-2. Little deep in the left-handed batter's box. The 1-2 from the windup. Grounded to Santoro. He'll charge it. He'll glove it with the backhand. He'll throw across his body for the final out here in the 7th. So Wong gets the Flames to go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 7th. We've played 7 Pilots with a 3-2 lead. It'll be a new pitcher for Onondaga when we get back. Trent Schulte goes 2 innings in relief of Justin Bayer. Gives up a hit, a run, a walk, and struck out 3 pilots. He'll give way to Ryan Marketel, number 33, a 6'5" right-hander from Webster, New York, and Monroe Community College. In the top of the 8th, he'll face Over Torres, Jonathan Parker, and Josh Lawford. If anyone gets on, Poe. For the Pilots, who have a 3-2 lead here in the 8th. 2 in the 2nd was answered by 1 in the bottom of the 4th. Then both teams exchanged runs in the 6th. So Marketel just about finished with his warm-up tosses. Getting set to face Torres, who's 1 for 3 with a double tonight. Marketel in his 11th game. 11 2/3 previous innings, 9 hits, 4 runs, 3 of those earned. He's walked 12. He struck out 7. He has a save and a 2.31 ERA. Last faced the Pilots on July 3rd. That was back on Monday night. Pitched an inning, allowed a hit, and struck out a batter. So Torres digs in. First pitch from Marketel. Bounced for ball 1. Torres, the leadoff man here in the 8th. Ryan Marketel working from his windup, the 1-0. Missed ball 2. Over Torres, the freshman from Yavapai Community College, waits. 2-0, swung on, fouled back. Counts 2-1. Starting in right field tonight. Has a double sandwiched in between 2 outs. The 2-1 off speed, misses above the letters. Counts 3-1 to the Pilots' right fielder. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Top of the 8th. 3-1, fouled in front of the Flames dugout. Count is 3 balls and 2 strikes. So a full count and a payoff pitch upcoming to Torres. The pitch. Strike 3, Torres down looking to begin this top of the 8th. The 10th strikeout combined from 3 Flames pitchers. Torres is down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. 5 in a row retired by the Flames. That'll bring up Jonathan Parker. Scored 2 runs tonight. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. Swings through a fastball. Counts 0-1. Parker, the designated hitter tonight. Marketel will step off and ask Camilo Spinoso to reset the signs. Ahead of the 0-1. Here it is. Swung on and fouled back. Counts quickly 0-2. Marketel from his windup. Josh Loeffler waits on deck. The 0-2 to Parker. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Parker down swinging. And there's 2 away. So back-to-back punch-outs for Marketel to start this 8th. 6 in a row retired for Flames pitching. 5 of those via a strikeout. First pitch to Josh Loeffler gets the plate. It's 0-1. Loeffler, just 1 official at-bat tonight, but he's walked, stole a base, scored a run, and has a sacrifice bunt. 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 0-1. This one gets the plate as well. Loeffler shakes his head. Counts 0-2. Marketel looking to strike out the side. Onondaga will have 8, 9, and 1. In the bottom half of this inning, the 2-strike pitch fouled back on the inside part of the wood bat. Count remains 0-2. Pilots looking for Loeffler to be a 2-out base runner here in the 8th. The 2-strike pitch bounced in the dirt. Counts a ball and 2 strikes. To Josh Loeffler, the right-handed swinging left fielder. The 1-2 bounced again, and Loeffler has worked to even up this count at 2 balls and 2 strikes apiece. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Home plate umpire will dust off the plate. Ahead of the 2-2 to Loeffler. Marketel from the windup, the pitch. Grounded into the glove of the third baseman, who will fire across the diamond to end the inning. So the Pilots go 1-2-3 here in the 8th. We head to the bottom half. Pilots still with a 3-2 lead. We'll be right back. So, new pitcher for the Newark Pilots here in the bottom of the 8th. Pangfi Wong goes 7. Great innings. 5 hits, 2 runs, didn't walk anyone, and struck out 4. He'll give way to the Pilots' big right-hander, Jake Bernardo. Ideally, Bernardo pitches the 8th, and Kyle Griffin pitches the 9th, and the Pilots go home with a win. Hopefully, that happens. First pitch from Bernardo. Bounced to the backstop. Counts 1-0 to Wyatt Myers, who's 0 for 2 tonight. The shortstop. The first batter to face Jake Bernardo. Working from the stretch. The 1-0. Inside. Counts 2-0. Bernardo steps off, adjusts his hat ahead of the 2-0 pitch to Wyatt Myers, appearing in his 12th game. The 2-0. Inside, counts 3-0. Bernardo's 12th game, 15 2/3, 15 hits, 25 runs, 21 earned. He's walked 27. He struck out 9. He's 0-3 with a save and a 12.06 ERA. 3-0 pitch. Myers taking all the way. Takes a strike. Counts 3-1. This one missed. As Myers heads down to first. And that'll bring up Stephen Bennett. Took over for Tyler Rourke at third. And now pitching coach Bennett Schultz is going to head out to the mound to talk to Bernardo. Bennett took over at third for Tyler Rourke and made the final out. In the field in the top half of this eighth. And now, Bernardo's night is over. Bennett Schultz is going to go to his bullpen. It's going to be Jonathan Kyle Griffin coming out, being asked to get the final 6 outs tonight. He'll throw his warm-up tosses, and we'll be right back. So Jake Bernardo comes in out of the pen and walks the only batter he faces. He's quickly pulled by Bennett Schultz for Kyle Griffin. Griffin, appearing in his 11th game. He started for 25 1/3 innings, 34 hits, 20 runs, 17 earned. He's walked 16, he struck out 16. He's 2-2. He has 2 saves, and he has a 6.03 ERA. He'll face Stephen Bennett, who took over at third in the top half of this eighth. So Tyler Rourke's night is over after going 1 for 2 and getting picked off on the base paths. Griffin asked to get the final 6 outs here in Syracuse, pick up his 3rd save, and help the Pilots preserve their 8th win and beat the Flames for the 3rd time this month. Poe, still behind the plate, will go out and talk to Griffin. He heads back behind the plate as Bennett digs in. The new 3rd baseman squares to bunt. Hunter Wells charges. First pitch, gets it down. Wells charges, goes to second, and they get the lead runner. So a sacrifice bunt attempt goes for naught. Hunter Wells gets the out at second on the fielder's choice. Hackbarth covering. Scored a fielder's choice and a 5-6 putout. So Griffin comes in, throws 1 pitch, and gets an out. Bennett takes over at first, and the lineup will flip over for Colin Bavard, who scored both Flames runs tonight. First pitch swinging, fouls it into the Pilots' dugout. Strike 1. here in the bottom of the 8th. It's a 3-2 Pilots lead. It'll be a 1-strike count to Bavard. The pitch. Poked the other way. Santoro won't get there. Torres will cut it off. It's a single for Colin Bavard. He's a 3 for 4. And that moves Stephen Bennett up to second. The tying run in this one. It'll bring up Sam Little. 1 for 3 tonight. The left-handed swinging right fielder. Tying run on second, go-ahead run on first. Ahead of the first pitch from Griffin. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch. Taken in the dirt, blocked by Poe. Throw down to third. Not in time. A double steal as the ball gets away. And now the go-ahead run is at second in scoring position for Sam Little against Kyle Griffin. Infield will come in about halfway. The 1-0. Swung on. Little throws his bat, almost nails Battaglia at first. And the count's 1-1. Battaglia wanted no part of that bat coming at him. But now we'll hand it back to Little. They'll tell him not to do that again. As Little will get some pine tar from the dugout. It's a 1-1 count to him. Stephen Bennett's on third. Colin Bavard's on second. Bennett represents the tying run. Bavard the go-ahead run. It's a 3-2 game in the bottom of the 8th. Pilots, with their pen to get the final 6 outs, they've got 1. So 5 left, the 1-1. Missed low, counts 2-1. Trying to preserve this win for Peng-Fi Wong. We went 7 great innings. It'll be a 2-1 now to Sam Little. Poked foul, and the count is even at 2-2. Hackbarth deep at short. The rest of the infield in. Santoro now will back up a few steps. Battaglia and Wells in on the grass. It's a 2-2 pitch to Sam Little. Fouled back. We'll do it again. Two balls, 2 strikes, and an out. 2 runners on for the Flames. Griffin to Little. Lefty-lefty matchup. From the stretch, the pitch. Deep to right. We'll send Torres back. He finds it. And this one's going to drop. He didn't have it. It's going to be an RBI double for Sam Little. Torres set back deep. Thought he was settled under it. Lost it in the lights. And the tying run has come around to score. That's Bennett. Bavard moves up to third. And that'll bring up Kyle Gallagher. Go ahead run at third. After the Sam Little RBI double. So that run, the responsibility of Griffins. Infield fully in. First pitch grounded to Santoro. He'll take it on a hop. He'll fire to first for the out. The runner at second, Little, started completely towards third. Santoro didn't look him back through to first. Battaglia acted like he was going to throw behind him. Did not want to throw the ball into center field in that situation. So he just held on to it. So the runners stay at second and third. There's 2 outs. Gage Lanning is the hitter. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Griffin from the stretch. First pitch, bounced, blocked by Poe. Counts 1-0. Gage Lanning, the designated hitter, appearing in his 22nd game. Righty against the lefty Griffin. The 1-0. Strike 1. So it's a ball and a strike to Laney. The pitch. Gets the outside corner, strike 2. The Pilots will have Poe Santoro and Guillory in the 9th. For now, it's Griffin to Laney. It's a 1-2 count. Griffin from the stretch, the 1-2. Swung on, grounded, foul. Lanning stays alive. Counts a ball and 2 strikes. Griffin looks in towards Poe. The 1-2. Grounded to Wells. He'll charge it, bobble it. He'll fire it across the diamond in time to get Laney. But the Flames tie this one up thanks to an RBI double from Sam Little. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors in the inning, and 2 Flames left on base. We've played 8, and we're right back where we started, tied at 3, as we head to the 9th here in Syracuse. New pitcher for Onondaga here in the 9th. Ryan Marcatel goes an inning, gets 1, 2, 3, strikes out 2 of the 3, and will give way to Matthew Bowman. Wearing number 14, the sophomore from SUNY Broome, 6'4", 220. So 6'5", gives way to 6'4". Bowman, in his 11th game, 16 1/3, 12 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 5 walks, 9 Ks. He's 3-0. He has 3 saves, and he has a 1.10 ERA. First pitch to Poe. Takes high, ball 1. It'll be Poe, Santoro, and Guillory. Poe is 0 for 3 tonight. The 1-0 from the windup. Bounced, counts 2-0. We're all tied up at 3, thanks to an RBI double from Sam Little in the bottom of the 8th, off of Griffin. The 2-0. Bounced, counts quickly, 3-0. The 3-0 to the catcher, Poe, is down the middle, strike one. The 3-1, grounded foul, and the count is full. So the Flames hadn't been tied, have been trailing since the top of the second, tied it up in the bottom of the eighth, or in the ninth, top of the ninth. The payoff pitch to Poe, swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt, strike three. Poe down swinging, and that'll bring up Zach Santoro. He is 1 for 3 tonight with an RBI single. The second baseman at the bottom of this Pilots lineup. The first pitch almost gets him. Misses very inside. Count is 1-0. The strikeout from Bowman to Poe was the 11th Pilot retired on strikes in this game. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. Off speed from Bowman. We're evened up at a ball and a strike apiece. Add an out, and there's ones across the scoreboard. The 1-1 to Santoro. Bounce. Spinoza will try to frame the hop that he scooped cleanly. Counts 2-1. Bowman from the windup against Zach Santoro. The 2-1. This one gets the plate. It counts 2-2 to Santoro. The second baseman waits. The 2-2 from Bowman. Guillory waits on deck. Timeout called. Ahead of the 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. An out. The pitch. Grounded. Up the first baseline, foul. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. From the windup, it's Bowman. The 2-2. Inside. Ball 3. The second straight full count from Bowman. Here in the ninth, we're in the top of the ninth, tied at 3 at Onondaga Community College in Syracuse. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and an out. The payoff pitch. Poked down the right field line. This ball is going to drop. Santoro's going to round first. He's going to head to second. The throw in from Sam Little bounces away from Wyatt Myers. And it's a 1-out double for Zach Santoro. Pilots have a 1-out man in scoring position. So what looked to be a sure double off the bat, Sam Little, the man who tied it in the bottom of the 8th, cuts it off and fired a strike that the shortstop Myers just couldn't come up with the short hop. Santoro would have been out by a few feet if he had. Pilots catch a break, and that'll flip the lineup back over for DeMarcus Guillory. He's 1 for 4 with an RBI triple, but his last 2 ABs, he struck out swinging. Go-ahead run for the Pilots on second in scoring position. Guillory steps out ahead of the pitch from Bowman, who will have to go into the stretch with a 1-out base runner. The pitch. Grounded to second. Webb Little will glove it, and he will fire to first for the out. But that moves the runner over 90 feet, up 90 feet to third. And the batter will be Graham Hackbarth. 0 for 3 tonight with a hit by pitch. He struck out twice. And now we're going to have a mound visit. So the pitching coach will come out to talk to Bowman. Spinoza will join. Ahead of the first pitch to Hackbarth, who took the batting gloves back off for this at-bat. It was 0 for 6 on the 4th of July. Went 5 for 6 on Wednesday. And is 0 for 3 thus far tonight. The Pilots have the go-ahead run just 90 feet away. So a wild pitch or a pass ball could give the Pilots a lead. Hackbarth will dig in. Ahead of the first pitch from Matthew Bowman. Here it is. Out in front, pops it back. Counts 0-1. No balls, a strike, 2 outs. Bowman will step off and ask Camilo Espinoso to join him on the mound for a conversation. So they'll make Graham wait, the shortstop, ahead of the 0-1. 2 outs. Time or go-ahead run on third. The 1-strike pitch. Bounce gets away from Spinoso. Santoro's going to score, and the Pilots retake the lead on the wild pitch from Matt Bowman here in the top of the 9th. So Santoro comes around to score, and Newark has the lead. The count goes to 1-1 on Hackbarth. Pilots with a 4-3 lead. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. Counts 1-2. Flames will have 5, 6, and 7 in their order in the 9th. The 1-2. Lined to Wyatt Myers. He'll take it on a hop. He'll fire across the diamond to end the inning. But the Pilots retake the lead. 1 run, 1 hit. No errors in the inning, and because of the wild pitch, no Pilots left on base. Last slicks for the Flames coming up. It'll be against Kyle Griffin. Newark taking a 4-3 lead into the bottom of the 9th here in Syracuse. So in the bottom of the 8th, Peng-Fi Wong gave way to Jake Bernardo, who walked to the only batter he faced. He was then replaced with Kyle Griffin. Griffin got the first man he faced and grounded to a fielder's choice. Thanks to a stolen base, a double steal, and an RBI double on a ball that Over Torres lost in the lights, Onondaga tied it up at 3. In the top of the 9th, Zach Santoro poked a double the other way. A throw that bounced away from the shortstop helped him to get a double. He was moved over to third on a ground out and then scored on a wild pitch. Griffin will have to get Bauer, Spinoso, and Webb Little to preserve a Pilots win. First pitch to Bauer, misses ball 1. He's 0 for 3 tonight. That was all against the righty Wong, facing the lefty Griffin from the stretch. The 1-0. Swung on and fouled up the third base line. Counts even at a ball and a strike apiece. Griffin, the freshman from Louisiana Tech and Lake Charles, Louisiana, working to Poe, the 1-1. Gets the plate. Counts 1-2. 4-3. Pilots lead here in the bottom of the 9th. at Onondaga Community College in Syracuse. The 1-2 bounced. Counts even at 2 balls and 2 strikes apiece. Two balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Bauer. Here to start this inning. The 2-2. Taken off the plate, and the count is full to Kyle Griffin, or from Kyle Griffin to Trey Bauer. The payoff pitch coming from Griffin. Gets the outside corner, strike 3. Trey Bauer down looking for the first out here in the bottom of the 9th. Not happy with the call, gets in the face of the home plate umpire, who's not buying what Bauer's selling. That'll bring up Camilo Espinosa, who's had some luck against Kyle Griffin. Walked against him here on Monday and hit a 2 RBI triple against him on Saturday. Pops the first pitch up. Torres over. Finds the ball this time, gloves it, and the Flames are down to their final out here in the game. That'll bring up Webb Little. Walked or grounded out to Santoro in his pitch hitting appearance in the 7th. He's the last hope for the Flames tonight. The first pitch from Griffin. Grounded the other way. Wells over. Gloves it. Fires across the diamond. Game over. Pilots win 4-3. A 1-2-3 bottom of the 9th from Kyle Griffin to pick up his 3rd win. The Pilots' 3rd win of July and their 3rd straight win against the Flames. Kyle Griffin takes the win. Matthew Bowman picks up the loss as we'll head back to Colburn Park. Winners of this one. Pilots got this one started early. 2 runs in the top of the 2nd on an error, a throwing error by the catcher, and then an RBI triple from DeMarcus Guillory. Flames got 1 back off of Peng Fei Wong in the bottom of the 4th on an RBI single from Kyle Gallagher. Pilots reclaimed their 2-run lead in the top of the 6th on a single from Zach Santoro. Onondaga answered in the bottom half with a sacrifice fly from Kyle Gallagher, his 2nd RBI of the game. A great play from Hunter Wells and Peter Battaglia to Rob Gage landing of the hit, stranded the tying run. But the tying run did come around to score in the bottom of the 8th on a play where Over Torres lost the ball on a double into the lights. The tying run came around to score. As we headed to the 9th, after Poe struck out to begin the inning, a double by Zach Santoro that looked to be a sure double off the bat turned into a great throw by Sam Little that the shortstop covering 2nd could not come up with. Santoro with a hustle double moved over to 3rd on the ground out from Guillory. Then with Graham Hackbarth at the plate, a wild pitch from Matthew Bowman that got away from Camilo Espinosa allowed Santoro to score from 3rd. Griffin, who pitched the bottom of the 8th and gave up the run, shut down the door in the bottom of the 9th, a strikeout, a fly out, and then a ground out to end the inning. Pilots go to 8-23. Flames fall to 12-15. They've lost 9 in a row now after starting 12-6. We'll host Jamestown tomorrow at Colburn Park, and then Elmira on Sunday before heading back to Geneva on Monday. Signing off from Onondaga Community College. For the Newark Pilots Radio Network, I'm Frank LaSala. Pilots heading back to Newark with a 4-3 win. Thanks for sticking with us. We'll see you tomorrow night.